Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to The Walking Dead, the final season. I get the impression this could be the final part of this game. Maybe not, maybe this will be the penultimate episode, but I don't really think there's probably too much more. I may be wrong. But it feels like it's starting to wrap up now. It's easy to forget how beautiful this new world can be. With all the darkness and the killing and everything that happens, there are moments of beauty in it. Like this. When the sun does break through the clouds, because it seems to be forever cloudy in this world, I've noticed. Very rarely is it sunny. I'm just, like I said in the last episode, so happy that AJ managed to find a place to live with people. Because he could have ended up all alone. But it seems like he's part of a happy community here, and I'm really, really happy about that. It would have been easy for them all to turn their backs on him after he killed Clem. I mean, he might not have told them that he had to kill Clem, but especially with what happened with 10, it would have been easy for them to just exclude him and say, you know, you're not being part of this anymore. Why is he still there? Just gonna leave his body there? That's a bit weird. I mean, I guess it's a warning, but still, it's a bit random. Is that Willie? Yeah, it is. And there's Lewis up on the wall. So, I mean, most people survived, which is great. I believe James survived. I don't know if we'll see him, but I believe he survived from what I've been told by Optimus Prowse. Who's he nodding to? I mean, is that the end? I mean, if it is, I could have just added it onto the last episode. Take us back, oh, take us back, oh, take us. I know, there's more. I mean, hopefully these guys are all safe now, and the bigger group isn't going to come and sort of attack. Dinner time.
What you doing there, goofball?
What? Oh my god. Is she alive?
Whoa. Easy there.
What the hell?
You're out of bed. You're walking. And you have wood arm legs.
Wood arm legs?
Crutches.
What on earth?
Crutches. I found your hat. It was in the creek down by the shack. I thought I wouldn't get it, but Rosie jumped right in and got it out of the water. It's all wet now.
I'm speechless.
It's definitely seen better days. You know what? You keep it if you want it.
Oh, the game trolled us big time.
I'll put it in our room.
I have a surprise for you, too. Come with me. I want to show you something.
Oh my god, the game put us through all of that. All of those tears and everything, and it was all a trick. I literally cannot believe what I'm seeing. I'm so happy.
So?
It's the tire swing.
It's for me?
Yep. Willie helped me put it together. Come on, let me push you.
I'm so happy. I did not expect this in the slightest. This is my favourite day ever.
This is fun. I love today.
Me too. It's good to see you smile.
Food's ready, everyone. Come and get it.
I can't believe she survived. So did AJ chop her leg off
You're
instead?
the best, Clem.
I didn't even consider that.
It's gonna get cold.
I mean, it's kind of obvious when you think about it, but
Come on, let's go eat.
chopping off the limb that got bitten.
We're
Yeah,
coming.
I didn't even give any consideration to that. Ah, 10. So we're like a big happy family. This is so heartwarming to see. After everything that these guys have been through, especially Clem and AJ, to see this is just wonderful. And so unexpected, that's the thing. Because it's so unexpected, it's so much better to experience this. I can do better. I can do way better than that.
AJ.
What? It's good. Seconds, please.
Already? You even taste that?
How are your eyes?
Between my patch and your stump, we almost make a full pirate.
Arr.
I wanted to wait till you were up and about, but how I behaved on the boat, it was really unfair. My head was so messed up by Lily and Minnie. I was so wrapped up in my own shit.
It's okay. You went through hell in that boat, and I let that happen. I'm just glad we got you out of there.
It's so lovely to see them all as a happy, smiling group. I really hope nothing bad happens.
That's where Sim saw them. He was ranging out far past the traps just here.
I want you to go.
You're the boss.
We need to know who they are. Maybe even see if they're willing to trade. Just keep your distance until you can make a call.
Who are?
A group of survivors out beyond the old safe zone. Some kind of caravan.
Are they bad people?
We don't know, I guess.
You wanna come with me in the morning and find out? I could definitely use the backup.
No arguments there.
Hey,
Ooh. Why not just avoid
Or
them?
we could just ignore them. Hope they never find us.
that's what Marlin would have done.
We can't be scared to reach out and try to work with other survivors. There's not many of us left.
Okay.
Don't sleep in.
I like that AJ seems to have changed a bit.
You okay?
Just getting tired. Hey, walk with me a sec.
I wonder if what happened with Clem in that barn changed the way he was going.
Katja.
Sorry.
It's okay. I stare at it too. If it was just you and me alone out there, and I was like this, I don't know if I'd make it 2 weeks. I'm gonna need these to go anywhere. And if we ever had to run...
Certainly going to make things difficult. We're done running.
You made it so we don't have to run, Clem. We're safe now.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Finally have a place where we belong. How long it will last, I don't know, but it's nice nonetheless.
All this. It's worth it. All those times you would ask me if we'd find a home. All I could ever tell you was, we'll see. And your face would fall every single time.
It's better than saying yes and lying to me.
And that's what I told myself. But you want to know something I didn't tell you? I never had a plan. I never knew where we were going. I never knew anything. I just fought and fought and fought and hoped you didn't notice. Hoped we'd find something before you did. Did I do a good job?
I think she did. She did.
Of course you did. What are you crazy?
Maybe a little.
I mean, Clem was thrust into this life as a child. And all the groups that she was in
When we were in the
put
barn,
all the decisions
you
on
didn't
her
listen to me.
as a
If you
kid.
had, I'd be dead. I was right to trust you back in the cave. To make the hard calls, even when I couldn't. You'll have to be strong for the both of us.
So did that decision mean that Clem survived?
You made it so I can. So, thank you. For everything.
Ooh, I wonder if we
You're
didn't
welcome
trust
for
AJ
everything.
to make the calls, whether he would have listened to Clem and killed her. Oh, interesting. I wonder if it will tell us that at the end of the game. Could well be that trusting AJ turned out to be the right call after all. I mean, if it doesn't tell us at the end, maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments below. Huh, look at this. Still not bitten. Oh, is this the titles? This is cool. Are these people who worked on the game? I like this. This is awesome. Yeah, Skybound did a great job on this, I've got to say. I didn't know how it would go on the 2 episodes they took over from Telltale. But honestly, I'm really impressed. They did a fantastic job. I know they took on a lot of staff from Telltale to finish this project off. But, yeah. Outstanding.
Okay, in you go.
Can now place collectibles in our room. Let's put our skull on there. Nice.
I wonder who you used to be.
We'll never know. Home at last. Let's put Calypso Cauliflower down.
Hey there, Alvin Jr. You ready to rock?
What else have we got that we can put up? The crystal.
It's so cool looking.
It does
I
look
wonder
pretty
if it
cool.
has magic powers.
I think the nicest thing about this is that
Nah.
because we now have a place here, AJ is almost allowed to be a kid. But with a bit more responsibility than a kid would have in our world. Let's place the hat. I'm all done.
I'm coming.
There it is. What a wonderful ending. Honestly, I'm so happy that we got a good ending. I mean, whether or not it's the good ending, I don't know, but it's a happy ending, and it's something that I really wanted for this and didn't think we were going to get. So I'm just so excited that it ended this way. So us and 64% of players trusted AJ to make his own decisions. So we were in the majority there. I thought we might not be. Us and 41% of players decided to add a skylight to Lewis's imaginary house. 37% of players decided to add a tree house. 14% of players decided to add a statue. And 9% of players let Lewis decide. Us and 77% of players decided to tell AJ to kill us. And 23% of players asked AJ to leave us to become a walker. I'm not surprised by that one. Us and 40% of players spared 10 after he became a walker. 60% of players shot 10. Interesting. There's those decisions again. Us and 83% of players left Violet feeling shaken. Violet was disappointed that we chose to spend time with Lewis over her. She fell into a rage after her capture and she was grief-stricken about 10. Us and 52% of players left James feeling conflicted. He was thankful that we respected his beliefs. He felt elated when we said there might be water walkers. And he was relieved when we said that we wouldn't let AJ become a killer. 10 is dead. 10 was happy that we let him draw us in his picture of the afterlife. He felt powerless when we exposed Marlon's crimes, and he was dispirited when we called him delusional for believing walkers will disappear someday. Us and 2% of players left Lewis feeling humbled. He was revitalised when we said that we considered him a friend. He was wrecked by guilt, when the raiders captured Violet. Lewis was calmed when we said we were sympathetic to his story, and 10's death has left him feeling devastated. Lily is dead. Lily thought she might have been able to sway us to her cause, and she came to realise AJ's potential as a soldier. We collected 3 of 4 items. So James's mask was an item that we could have picked up. Interesting, we missed that one, but we got most of them. What Clem taught AJ. I'm not going to read all those out. If you want to see it, then by all means pause the video and read through them. And there's some more there as well. So now we get to see all of our choices and things in episode 1. Episode 2. Interesting. Episode 3. So 10 would have bitten... AJ would have bitten her. And James would have died if we didn't let AJ shoot Lily. Episode 4. What would have happened? Lewis would have got eaten by the walkers if we hadn't let let AJ make the decision and he hadn't shot 10. There we go. So 10 became a walker. He would have survived if Lewis had died, so... What I don't know, though, is if by letting AJ feel trusted to make his own decisions, whether Clem survived because of that, or whether Clem was always going to survive. So, as I said, let me know down in the comments below if you do know that. But I think this is probably it. What a wonderful little game. Honestly, this is probably right up there with Season 1 of The Walking Dead for me. This was absolutely brilliant. It lost its way a little bit in A New Frontier, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But this was getting back to what made this series so good at the beginning. And it's just a real shame that Telltale closed down halfway through this, because the company in a way lost its way with the games it was pushing out, and this felt like it was getting back to the core of what made it really good. I'm glad that with Skybound's help they went out on a real high with this, and I'm so glad that we got a happy ending to this game and that Clem somehow survived. I just was not expecting it at all, and that makes it all the sweeter. And it seems like AJ really changed at the end there as well. He didn't seem like he was going down that sort of killer path that he was on, and that makes me really happy. So next up, we're going to be playing another point-and-click adventure game, which was actually gifted to me by a good friend of mine on YouTube called Cypheros. And we're going to be playing Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure, which looks really cool. So that'll be starting in this slot on, I believe it will be Wednesday, might be Sunday, I don't know. But that does it for this one, so thank you everyone for all your comments and support throughout this. I've had so much fun playing this and reading all your comments and your theories and your views on all the choices and things like that. It's really split opinion and such a morally grey game. It's been really wonderful reading through it all with you and chatting with you in the comments. If you enjoyed the series, hit that like button. It helps YouTube push this out to more people who'd like to see it and who'd like to join our little point and click community that we're building here. And I'll see you all next time.